你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Recently, with the release of Xiao Zhan's interview with China News, this made many people feel for the actor Xiao Zhan, and for his role Gu Ye, for his own discussion, once again pushed to a climax. This is a time for Xiao Zhan to face his character and his own heart, because apart from the role, we want to pay more attention to the actor Xiao Zhan. The focus is still on Xiao Zhan. Many times, this is what it looks like after he is removed from the role, and it is also his plan for the future. Speaking of which, this interview is from China News Network. Since Xiao Zhan is an entertainment star, it is divided into the entertainment sector. That is, China, Singapore entertainment. For this reason, it was once on the hot search. After all, this is already mainstream media. It has absolute mainstream value orientation and universal emotional existence. So, while reading this interview, we can also feel it between the lines. Full of positive energy. The only thing we know is peace, like when the sword is in the shadows. As we often say, peace is peace. In fact, in this interview, we can feel very naturally Xiao Zhan's mentality changes in taking on the role, the nervousness and lack of self-confidence from the beginning. After all, a soldier, with the natural holiness and greatness of identity. And then, gradually by doing a lot of work, preparing materials, save energy and actively train so that you can get closer to this role, it can become slowly relaxed and natural. But even so, after thousands of sales, after constantly digging into the character traits, he will still be full of admiration and distress for Gu Ye. I admire his self-discipline and principles, and feel sorry for his responsibilities. And here, we can also say that this role has become, this character can really go straight to the heart. As Xiao Zhan said in the interview, I believe that as long as I try my best to do what I like, all the time and effort will pay off. To this end, he specifically mentioned the scene where he filmed the death of the old squad leader. Judging from the final effect, this crying scene has become one of the highlight moments of the show. However, how many people know that, on the one hand, this crying scene, when the director asks for one shot to the end, he asks the actors to fully mobilize their emotions and fully immersed in the character's emotions, to be presented perfectly. But in the end, more than that is required. Besides, it also requires the smoothness of the actor's own emotions, the smoothness of his lines, the smoothness of the props, the tacit cooperation with the people in front of and behind the scenes, etc. In this way, it is possible to pass only 2 or 3 times. However, who knows, before this scene, what was filmed in the morning was the scene where they bid farewell to the female soldiers and went to the battlefield together. In the afternoon, we came to the end of the crying scene, so, it's no wonder that many people frankly say, the library is in the library during the day, but not at night. However, in the end, hard work pays off, and everything is worth this wonderful. However, what many people remember most is what Xiao Zhan said, I hope the future will be peaceful. We don't know what this peace actually means. Is it about your voice on the internet, or about your heart, or about the arguments of the people around us? We don't know the answer. The only thing we know is peace, like when the sword is in the shadows. As we often say, peace is peace.